All right, don't make fun of me because this is the first time I've ever done this. But my name is Evan Lovelace. I am a automotive technician at an independent shop. And, you know, I run a mobile mechanic business called Redline Refurb. It's the same name as the YouTube channel I'm posting this on. And I figured I would just make a introduction video to what it's going to be about. This will be one of the main things I do at this channel is this car right here. I've had this car for about 2 months now, I would say. It's a 2006 Ford Mustang GT. It's a 5-speed, and she's got some work done to her. Let me pop the hood real quick. She's pretty far from stock. I mean, we got the Ford Racing intake manifold, Ford Racing throttle body, Roush cold air intake. We have a Zex Wet nitro system. It's at a 75 shot right now. Let's see, we got the Ford Performance hot rod cams. We got 47-pound EV6 injectors. So yeah, it's a fun car, man. I've never had so much fun in a car before. There's a few things I've done to it since I got it. I took the stock spoiler off. I'm just not that big of a fan of stock spoilers or spoilers at all. I like duck lip spoilers, but yeah, here she is, my pride and joy. But yeah, I figured I would take y'all on a ride along. I'm from Alabama. I live in Florence, Alabama. Right now I'm on the Natchez Trace at the Alabama-Tennessee state line. I forgot to mention in the first part that I'm 22 years old. I'm a dad of 3 beautiful babies. I've got a son and daughter who were twins. They were born early, 32 weeks and 6 days, I think. It's been a while, but they were in the NICU in Huntsville I think my son was there for 30 days and my daughter was there for 40. They're just about 2 years old now. And I've got my youngest, Cameron. She just turned 5 months just a few weeks ago. My son and my twins' names are Baylor and Auburn because I'm a big football fan. I like Auburn's my team. Auburn's 100% my team, but I like Baylor too. But yeah, I figured I would just take y'all on a ride. I have a little mount on my dash, and I just record myself driving it and see where this takes us. I guess, you know, I just want to record myself running my business, you know, maybe working at the shop, you know, maybe later on, once I get a little more established, you know, making some money from this stuff, you know, maybe doing some big builds and stuff like that. I have plans for this car. I want to take it and get it tuned on E85. Just, you know, it's a little cheaper than 93 and gas prices are outrageous right now. But I mean, that's who I am, and I'll get you strapped in and we'll go for a ride. Figured I'd get a startup for you. My battery's completely dead, and having kids and all the financial issues I'm having right now, I haven't been able to buy a new battery. So I have this jump pack I carry around that I jump my battery off every time I gotta drive it. So she's pretty rowdy. I have a cold start video that I took yesterday that I'll edit in, but let me get this jump pack taken off and we'll get ready to go. used to not be good about wearing my seatbelt, but I had kids and I got to get home to them. So, you know, got to wear a seatbelt. I always thought, you know, I'm not going to wreck, but you got to be careful about everybody else on the road too. So we'll get going here. I missed fifth. Don't make fun of me. This is my first actual manual I've ever owned myself. I've always driven my buddy John, who I'm sure you'll meet at some point. I always drove his car because he had a Cobalt SS that was supercharged, and he had a S10 after that was a 5-speed. So that's where I learned how to drive manual. And you know, I'm still getting used to rowing through the gears. Sometimes I miss a gear. It's just part of learning, you know. So I mean, she's far from stop. And as I do this more, you know, make more videos and stuff, I'll definitely upgrade my equipment. So that way, you know, we get better angles and you be able to see the car from outside. Stuff like that, you know. But I figured I would just record my life, I guess, you know. Just, some people may like it, some people may not, you know. It is what it is. But maybe I can do something with it, so I figured I'd try it out. But, you know, maybe you'll enjoy hanging out with me, you know. We'll do a quick downshift real quick. There's fourth. See, my dad's the one that got me into Mustangs. Because my entire life, my dad had a Mustang. He had a bunch of Fox bodies when I was growing up. He had a red one, and when I was born, he had a green drop top. Then I'm pretty sure he had a GT, one of the thick Fox bodies. I don't personally like the thick Fox bodies. I like the LX notchback. Give me one of those. But you can't find one of those for less than $5,000 with a motor and transmission. So it's like, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you the story about how I got this car and everything. But so let's say a year ago or so, I had a 2003 Ford Escape with the 3.0 liter Duratec V6 in it, and blew a what is it? Crap, I can't think of it. A sleeve. It blew a sleeve, and I had to get a new vehicle because, you know, I had me, my wife, and my kids. So I had to get a new vehicle, and my mom is friends with this guy. I'm not gonna say his name, not gonna put his business out there, but he had a 2010 GMC Sierra that his dad bought brand new in 2010, but he passed away the next year. And he got it after he passed away, but it basically sat around a lot of the time in his yard. And you know, I went up to him, I was like, hey, I need a vehicle. Could I buy this from you when I get my taxes? And he said, yeah, and we agreed on $10,000. So I was driving it, I got my taxes, and that day I went up and gave him $10,000 for it. But then my wife was like, you know, I need a car, I can't be stuck in the house all the time. I was like, yeah, alright. So, you know, I put it into Kelly Blue Book just to see what it was worth. It had 65,000 miles on it. So a dealership in Decatur reached out to me and was like, hey, we want to look at your truck or whatever. it was pretty mint condition. There was a dent in the tailgate, but they wanted to look at it, and you know, I was wanting 13 for it because they said it was worth 14 on Kelley Blue Book. But the guy was like, he said, you know, I can guarantee 12 if you come down here, because I didn't want to drive all the way down there just for him to tell me, you know, he wasn't going to give me close to what I was asking for. So we go down there, and he does all this stuff, and he offers me 12.5, and I say, can you do 13? And they did 13. So you know, we got the check, I got all the money, and I was just looking around for days. I was like, you know what, I'm not buying no high mileage piece of junk truck that I'm gonna dump a bunch of money into fixing so I can drive it around. I'm gonna get a Mustang for a while and just have some fun in it. So, you know, I'm looking around on Marketplace, not finding stuff I like. And then one day this car popped up on there, and it was about 2 hours away from me. And I texted the guy, I said, I'll give you 55. He had it listed for 65. And he said, lowest I could do is 6. I said, okay, I'll do 6 if you meet me halfway. So we met, I can't remember where it was in Tennessee, but we met, and I gave him his money, and I drove it home, and I've had it since, you know. And I bought my wife a 08 Yukon Denali, which I didn't know about the Denali, but that thing is pretty rowdy for what it is, for an SUV anyways. But yeah, but mainly, you know, the car will be a big spectacle of the YouTube channel. My mobile mechanic work will be a big spectacle. You know, just recording myself doing my thing. That's basically what this is about. And just sharing it with the world. Maybe, you know, someone finds interest in it and watches it. And you know, maybe we can make something out of it. Like, it won't, it's definitely not going to be all serious content. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to be serious content. I'm goofy, my brother's goofy, which my brother will probably be a big part of the YouTube channel too, if he wants to be. It's all up to him, but you know, it'll be just goofy, funny, messing around type stuff, you know what I mean? So maybe you'll enjoy it, and just give it a try, see if you like it. I think that's all for the introduction video though. You know, I figured I'd just let y'all know who I was and what I do and my projects, and can't wait for the next video. Can't wait to see what it's gonna be, so just stay tuned.